So welcome back, guys, and long story short, we've got some very interesting stuff for you guys going on right now, namely being this. So GTA Online and GTA 5 and stuff is coming to March 15th for the new consoles, next gen and everything, and it's gonna be a bitch for me to get it for one reason and one reason only, and I'm hoping that it's got the editor in it for obvious reasons. But as of today, there is transferability for data migration, which I honestly didn't expect. It's sort of one of those things because GTA never has things in it that are like discounted or whatever that are actually worth the money. Like even their cars and stuff and all the DLC or like get a free apartment, they're not really worth it after a while, especially if you're a GTA veteran. Like if you're a new player or anything, great. Like it's actually quite good. But as soon as you have a few of the equaling things, it's pretty much pointless. It doesn't matter very much to the average player. But the way that they've done this, something tells me it's going to be worth it to a lot of people. So we're just going to go through it and see what it says. Grand Theft Auto 5 and GTA Online arrive for PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series XS on March 15th, which is a week and a half or two from now. Delivering the action-packed blockbuster story mode adventure and the dynamic, ever-evolving world of GTA Online to the latest generation consoles with a host of improvements for new and returning players. There's gonna be so many new players that are gonna be doing this and something tells me they're gonna be mainly kids. They're gonna be 40 plus years old and kids that are gonna be new players for this. I cannot see a lot of content being hyped because it's a new game, because it's not a new game. It's not a new GTA. These new versions of GTA 5 and GTA Online introduce high-end PC visuals to the console experience with new graphics modes featuring up to 4K resolution, a frame rate of up to 60 FPS, improved texture quality, HDR options, ray tracing, as well as utilizing technical advancements of the latest console hardware for faster loading times, immersive 3D audio, support for platform-specific features, and more. So, whether this is from... This does not look like a photo from the new version. And I can't tell. There's only one reason why I'm not definitive that it's not, like, aside from not having proof, obviously. But there's only one reason I'm not definitive on it, is because the entire photo is blurry. It might not look like it to some people, it may not look like it to many people, it might not look like it in general or on a quick glance, it might look great resolution, but it's not. The whole thing is blurry. So, I don't know. I'm really hoping they didn't just do the thing where they just sort of recrop the whole game and then just make the pixels fake its way, because that would be why it would be blurry. They just sort of retouched it a billion times. Never gonna be original quality. Experience the interwoven stories of Franklin, Michael, and Trevor across the sun-soaked metropolis of Los Santos and the backwoods countryside of Blaine County in great detail than ever before, with stunning all-new levels of visual detail. Choose from one of 3 detailed new graphic settings to tailor your gameplay experience for what matters most to you. Fidelity Mode is tuned for the highest visual quality and targets 30 FPS. In this mode, the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X support native 4K resolution, with ray tracing enabled, while the Xbox Series S supports upscaled 4K resolution. Performance mode is tuned for the most responsive gameplay experience and targets 60 FPS. In this mode, the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X support upscaled 4K, while the Xbox Series S supports a resolution of 1080p, which on any monitor, it's not going to matter. What a lot of people are... this is going to probably end up being a few articles online. People are not going to realize that for the majority of people, like we're talking out of probably a billion copies of GTA sold that could be played today, not like copies that are sitting in the attic dusty, even if the disc is fine. I'm talking like people that could just take it out or just select it on their console and play it. I bet probably about 50,000 of them, maybe 100,000 of them actually know the difference and know what the benefit of which mode is better for them, because having performance mode is going to be best for most people, because they're not going to have a 4K monitor, or they're not going to have the money to support the Series X 4K Ultra HD, all that crap. They're not going to have that, so it's not going to matter. It's not going to make a difference. Which is probably why I'm probably going to end up playing on performance mode unless I really don't give a crap. Which I might not. If there's no editor, I'll probably have it on Fidelity Mode, honestly. Because there's no point otherwise. And I have a 4K monitor. Which is the only reason I have a Series S, but I have a 4K monitor. And if there's no editor, there's no benefit to me having the extra ability of a fast response time. Makes no sense. There's zero benefit of it. In this mode, the PlayStation 5 and Series X support up to 4K, while Series S supports resolution 1080 and... Hold up. In addition, the PS5 and Xbox X have Performance RT mode, a hybrid of the Fidelity and Performance mode supporting upscaled 4K with ray tracing enabled and targeting 60 FPS. So, for anything that is... They didn't list PC for that. For Performance RT mode, they didn't mention PC. I mean, there is one reason that catches me off guard, is because that catches me a bit, is because, one, yes, PC settings for graphics have always been different than consoles by a long shot. Totally differently done. Not even by coding, but by everything. They're always 100% different all the time. It struck me how little graphic settings consoles have always had, because I've been on PC for most of my life. Mind you, love the PS3 way more. No contest. But the reason that it catches me off guard they didn't put PC in that is because if the game is built with 3 modes, technically two modes, for which graphics, because that's what the game is, all about, technically speaking. You would think they would have included PC in that list. I'm really hoping they answer that somewhere down there. And let's see if this is any better. It's blurry too. I saw it instantly, but I was looking for more proof that it was actually blurry. Like, I was looking to actually confirm that what I was looking at wasn't just one thing. No, that's blurry too. I'm confused now. These new versions also offer across-the-board improvements, including faster loading times, increased population and traffic variety, increased vegetation density, improved lighting quality across shadows, water reflections, and other elements. I'm sorry, but in terms of the water and the lighting in this game, I don't think it's been worse since literally the game's launch, which, in all fairness, that's when the game came out. I was literally taking it back to 2013, when in those era of games. But that's when GTA released, so I can't, I'm digging at GTA for being GTA. I'm sorry, it's 2022. Give me a break. I've been up since 5 a.m. Across shadows, water reflections, and other elements, plus improved anti-aliasing, motion blur, highly detailed new explosions, fire, and much more now. Who uses motion blur? This is the first thought I had when I read that. Who uses motion blur? Highly detailed new explosions, fire, and much more. So basically, if you saw the teaser, the original trailer for the definitive edition, or not the definitive, expanded and enhanced, or whatever the fuck it's called. The cop chase was in it with the tanker. Pretty sure that's where they're getting that from. There's also new levels of responsiveness with haptic feedback and dynamic resistance via the adaptive triggers on PS5's DualSense wireless controller, adding new sensations to weather effects, directional damage, rough road surfaces, explosions, and much more. Platform-specific features also include immersive audio using Tempest 3D positional audio. I was making sure I read that right. My eyes are tripping with me. Tempest 3D positional audio on PlayStation 5 and spatial sound on the Series XS. So from that, again, there's missing information. So does that mean that there aren't going to be extra, sort of haptics or dynamic resistance, as they're calling it? I don't know if that's specific to PS5 or not, because I don't have one, and I've never been able to afford one, so I wouldn't know. As far as if there's that similarity between the two. I didn't want to get Series S, but I had to. Does that mean that there's not any responsiveness on anything else that's not a PS5? Because that's what it says, basically. When game articles are written this way, that's what it says. At least with Call of Duty, that's what it says, and with Battlefield. Is this one blurry? Yes, it's what the hell is with all these blurry photos? Or is it a camera, or is it a lens effect? I'm starting to think it's a lens effect because the entire photo, and I know this photo has a depth. I know that everything behind it is really blurry, and then the car is the main attraction. I'm not stupid. The whole thing is blurry. Noticeably. And my eyesight is not this bad. These must be filtered photos. There's no way. Either that or they're not the enhanced version. It's one of the two. Because that would need to have an effect and then have the extra light taken and the bloom taken off of it and the Rockstar editor for that photo to look like that in the current GTA 5. Because I've done that before. I think it's possible in the editor. It might be a Photoshop specific thing. Like, I don't use Photoshop, I never really have, but I do know photos and editing and all that crap. Like, I have the knowledge, I just don't have the tools. So I know that's how that works, but I don't know if that's one of the two, or if that's tripping me out. I don't like that. You would assume that they would be screenshots from the new game, but the massive and unrivaled experience of GTA Online with an unprecedented 8+ years worth of gameplay additions delivered across over 40 unique updates will continue to evolve with the power of PS5 and Xbox Series XS. This new generation of GTA Online includes a range of new vehicles and a new addition to the Los Santos car meet. How special works. Okay. I know this is probably gonna... Nope, it doesn't say it. I just glanced over the next paragraph. It doesn't say it. Anyone that does not know what the hell that paragraph means or who how is never played story mode or the beginning of it, because how is the original mechanic from Los Santos Customs when Trevor's kid has an issue with the boat, the car ends up getting damaged, and Franklin has to take it to get fixed. And it's Hal that's at the garage. So that's who Hal is. Play the beginning of story mode if you want to know that. I don't know specifically which mission it is, or if it's the first one or whatever. But it's not the first one, because I do believe that's Franklin's dog. And yes, I know it's not Franklin's dog. Do not. How Special Works encompasses best-in-class vehicle upgrades, a new class of races using specially modified vehicles, and a weekly rotation of How Special Works time trials along with a premium test ride where you can get behind the wheel of these newly modified vehicles for free. So, did they replay... Okay, I have one question. Because I'm pretty sure we all know how the second half of that works. It's just like the other things in GTA, only it's more specific to how. And that's the name, not how, like H-O-W. It's H-A-O. The only question I have about that is if the best-in-class vehicles are the same as with... I don't know what his name is. The Lowriders, sort of, that customs place for the Lowriders in GTA Online. That DLC. Or did they make a ton of upgrades for other vehicles for that you can do, that are like more modern or more tripped out or whatever, that are not specific to a certain theme? Because it doesn't make much sense otherwise. Because, and I'm sorry, but those fucking lowrider upgrades are fucking through the wallet. Jesus Christ. Can they not make things cheap? How much money do you need off DLC anyway? In addition to Access being included as part of GTA 5, GTA Online will also now be available for the first time as a standalone title for PS5 and Xbox Series XS. Plus, for the first 3 months from launch, GTA Online will be available to download and keep for free for PS5 players, making it easier than ever before for new players to experience everything GTA Online has to offer. Now, I have one thing to say about this, and this is a marketing... I know they probably didn't do it on purpose, because as far as I know, there was no deal. I mean, there's obviously the deal for Sony and Rockstar Games. Otherwise, that's not how it would work. But having that price gap, when you think about the money it costs to get a PS5, whatever edition, at the cheapest possible cost, if you're the 50th owner and it was broken, you're paying $350 for it. Which, let's round it up to the same price as an Xbox Series S, which is $379 Canadian, $380 Canadian. So if you're paying the same for that, already PS5, bleh. Then you're getting GTA Online for it, which is probably going to be $80. Now, I would rather pay full price for the game and have my Series S than spend $800 on a PS5 with the disc drive and everything, because I'm not an idiot. Of course, in this day and age, you'd be spending $1,300 and still not getting a disc drive, and then getting the game. You're paying basically for that promotional sake, for that exclusivity for Sony with Rockstar Games for GTA. You're paying probably $500 plus just for GTA 5. I'm not jealous. I'm not. I'm 100% truly not. If I was rich, I would just have 2 consoles. And I would have it on both. But I would not have... I would not get a PS5 just to get GTA for free, because it is not worth the money by any means. And new players might need more than just a pistol in their belt strap to survive Los Santos, so we're introducing a new career builder feature designed expressly, I knew I was saying it too long, for new players, or anyone who wants to reset their character and get a fresh start, to get an introductory leg up in the criminal world of Southern San Andreas. With this system you get... I had the cough coming, but that number just sort of... Yeah, blurry. Who'd guessed? With this system, you get a $4,000 GTA dollar windfall to select essentials, including business properties, vehicles, and weapons. By the way, that's gonna go way down. That $4 million gone on properties. Make sure you buy the right ones and ones you're gonna actually enjoy. Do your research, because there are so many properties in this game that are just not worth any money. For the amount of time and effort you have to put into it, it's just boring. Of course, I've been playing this game for so long. that I don't have any opinion on anything anymore because it's irrelevant or boring or whatever. I've done everything in this game probably 80,000 times, literally. So, furthermore, GTA Online for PS5 and Xbox Series SS will have an assortment of new quality of life improvements, including a newly designed introduction and tutorial for new players, a new front-end main menu that allows you to jump directly into free mode, heist, races, adversary modes, the latest featured weekly event content, and more. Finally. I don't have the English to comprehend how much happiness I am going to feel and see when I see that menu, even if it's crappy, which I know it's not going to be, because I hate it. Since the game's launch, I've always hated GTA's menu, because there isn't one. And how it even works even then is mind-bogglingly frustrating, especially when it glitches or crashes or whatever. Like, sorry, it's not gonna happen. My jaw's gonna fall off. Story Mode GTA Online character transfers. This is a first for pretty much any game, because in Call of Duty, technically you can do it, but your progress doesn't transfer. Your account and information does, but your progress doesn't. PS4 and Xbox One players will be able to transfer both their GTA 5 Story Mode progress and their current GTA Online characters and progression to PS5 and Xbox Series S or across console platforms with a one-time migration for each. Starting today, players can begin transferring their Story Mode progress by uploading a save to the Rockstar Games Social Club. To begin this process, enter GTA 5 on your current console account and go to the Game tab at the pause menu. From there, select the Upload Save Game option. Please note, you can only store one game save per platform at a time, and saves will remain available for download for 90 days. Players with a Rockstar Games Social Club account will also be able to migrate their GTA Online character progress to PS5 or Xbox Series XS on March 15th, upon loading up the game on either of those new consoles. This migration includes any characters, GTA dollars, progression, stats, vehicles, properties, weapons, clothing, and player-created jobs. Asterisk is coming up. It's hidden below that. I can see it on mine because the formatting's way smaller, but the asterisk is there. Grand Theft Auto 5 and GTA Online Play will be available digitally on March 15th through the PS5 console store and the Microsoft store, with pre-purchase and preload beginning on March 8th, and physical releases coming in April. Stay tuned for more details. For GTA, scroll down. For GTA Online platform migrations, purchased GTAs can only be transferred between platforms of the same family: PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Series S. All earned GT dollars will transfer regardless of platform. So, there's one thing I'm going to say right now. And I'm going to say this specifically in the interest of money and my own personal interest and uses. There is an 80% chance. It's a 100% chance by default, but there's an 80% chance. If there is an editor in the new game, assuming it's all carbon copy, it's just the graphics and all that crap is... assuming there's an editor, there's a 99% chance I'm going to be literally 99.9% chance I'm going to be getting it on PC and not on my Series S. And anyone that knows me and knows how bad my computer is right now and how it literally took a hardcore blue nose crash yesterday. My friend was actually on my bed when it happened, and we lost it when it happened because of what I said I was on stream actually on Twitch. And here's the thing, is that what I use my computer for, and how valued my computer is to me, and what the editor means to me and how I use it. It's worth more than having it on a new console. And for what I need to buy to repair the computer is a fuck ton cheaper than a PS5. It's literally probably the equivalent of another Series S at the base cost of like $379, which is what I paid for mine. I already have one of the main parts, and I just need to save up for the other one, and the combined total is probably going to be just above a Series S price, without any cost adjustments. So there's a 99.9% chance, if it has an editor, that's what I'm going to be doing. That's all I can say. Hope you guys enjoyed, and have a good day.